We have a good show for you today. We are uncovering the truth with this house of lies. We're going over it all today. The divorce gate cover up. We have a lot to go over. Basically, you're watching.
Went to dinner together. I gave her a special ring, and we probably went home and made love.
We're calling BS, and I'm so glad that you guys are here. Here's what we're going to be going over, you guys. This is it. Scandal. We're watching it together. Basically, how Meri was duped into legally divorcing Kody. We saw the episode on Sunday. Meri is giving us these just golden nuggets of information that I don't even think she's realizing how damaging it is, because Meri may be unwitting with some of this, but not all of it. She's still protecting Kody based on her words that we've heard, not just from Sunday's episode, but basically, what was it? Since season 6, 7, we've been saying this. We've been shouting it from the rooftops, and here it is. So we're going to go over all the evidence. We went over a little bit of it yesterday. We're going to go over more today. I see you guys in chat. Yes, here we go, says Tracy. It is so good to see you guys here. Hello, good to see you. Where are we? Sherry is at like number 25. You guys, please like the stream. I would so appreciate it. Black Swan is here saying, hi, IQ, hello. Darlene said her favorite fruit, which is obviously peach. Awesome, awesome, Darlene. Good to see you. All right. So let's just get into this. Let's get into this. Yeah, we're going over the video, but you know what this, I think that this is going to be the drama. Do you remember the, it was like the mid-season trailer, and Robyn was talking about that there's drama in the family and there's rumors in the family that started, and how can people think that of her? I think that this is the rumor that they're talking about. The rumor is Robyn basically planting the information of, hey, Cody, you should have Meri legally divorce so that we can get together for the quote unquote kids. I think that may be the narrative that she's talking about, that she wants to fight against. That is my guess. You know what? I am seeing in chat that my internet connection is good. That is amazing. So welcome everyone. Okay. So let's just start. We're going to go over the old footage, which is, here's the most important part. We're going back in time, which is so important and relevant to what we're talking about, because we need to go back in time to the events that happened right before the divorce, during the divorce, and after, because there were a lot of really shady things. And that's what we're going to be going over. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to go past and present. We're kind of, we're going to be toggling back and forth. So let's just get into it. We watched some of this yesterday, but that's okay. I still want to start from the beginning with a clean slate. So let's just get into it, shall we? All right, let me get it ready. And let's go. In the entire series of Sister Wives, one of the most scandalous topics of lore has been centered around the legal divorce of Meri and Kody. So that, of course, he could marry on her own, had this grand idea, this grand plan to go behind everyone's back and file for divorce. However, looking back at what I'm about to show you, there are so many red flags that to me point to the contrary. I've had so many of you comment and say something along the lines of, for me, it was all downhill when he decided to divorce Meri, to legally marry Robyn. We are not the only ones who felt that way. One of the first to give their displeasure in the idea of the legal divorce was our OG legend, Janelle.
I worry that it changes the dynamic.
Right. Well, I'm not going to leave. We're not riding off in the sunset.
Riding off into the sunset. Is that fitting that years later, he would wear that very ring, a horse basically trotting off into the metaphorical sunset, a ring that would replace his Claddagh ring that symbolized his marriage to his 4 wives. The symbolism, intentional or not, is astonishing, and that is just the beginning. Hey guys, it's your girl IQ, and today we are discussing, dissecting, analyzing one of the most scandalous Sister Wives lore, who and what was behind the legal divorce between Meri and Kody, because there is a lot to go over, and once I show you it all, I want to show you how I believe that there is way more to the story than has been shown.
I'm not gonna lie. I was angry at you.
This happened. I'm not in any way doubting that I was somewhat a catalyst in making this happen with Mom.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I was.
So on this video, we're going to rewind the clocks and look into it all from the beginning. We're going back in time to see the lead up to the fallout from the divorce and all of the ramifications afterward that show so much more to the story. I'm pointing out, so let's get into this divorce scandal. Dang it. Okay. Well, let's just turn this off. Okay, let me skip this. This is good. I feel like I'm watching this for the first time myself. Okay, let's keep going. Why can't I hear that? Oh,
lawyer's
that's
office to get more
Okay,
to
let me
the
go back.
story.
I'm pointing out. So let's get to this divorce scandal. Don't worry, I'll be interjecting you guys, but this is good. This is a good intro. A long time ago, Meri was filmed walking into her lawyer's office to get some answers.
So I'm coming to see Ron today because I want to get some details before I approach Cody and Robin with this.
Now, look at how Meri immediately looks up and to the right.
Oh,
Did you see her body language?
Let me go back.
Okay.
According to body
So there's already lie number one. This is lie number one. I didn't even realize this today. Okay, so Meri she wants to get the details before she approaches Cody and Robin with this. Well, we know that that's a bunch of BS, right? We know this because here's what Meri has said. Let's just go to what Meri said. Is this it? Yeah, that it was planned together. Oh my gosh. I wasn't even expecting that we were already going to see lie one already. Listen to what Cody said. So she's making it seem like here that she's approaching Cody, right? Like this had nothing to do with Cody. Cody wasn't a part of this. Well, look at what she's saying now. This is present day. Let's just listen to what Meri said. Let me grab it.
When I got the legal divorce, it was something that we had talked about together for years. But at the time,
For years. They had been preparing this for years. So what are they talking about? Meri, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Okay, let me go back. Let's keep going. So that's already lie number one. Meri, why are you protecting this dude? Just come out with it. Seriously, come out with it. Wait, I see chat just running amok. Let me see. What are you guys saying? Dorlin said, Meri believed anything, and I mean absolutely anything Cody told her, and would cover up anything for Cody to look good, to look in a good light, even if it makes her look like a fool or the bad guy. Yeah, agreed. 100% agreed. All right, let's keep going. So lie number one already. Making Cody look good. Why, girl? Why?
language experts, typically looking at the right signifies lying. This is because we tend to look to the right when we're imagining things. And you know what?
I was right about that.
I believe it. I
She
believe
was
that
lying.
Meri is imagining this is how things should appear to the public, because do you know the optics, how bad it would have looked if Cody had been involved in any way with asking these questions with Meri at a lawyer's office?
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to take this. I'll be honest, I don't expect them to take it well.
By the way, that is Cody talking about how Janelle and Christine wouldn't take it well with just Meri saying this is completely her own idea, and Meri telling them on her own. Still the resistance. So the codester is fully aware that it would have been a calamity for this to have been done with his involvement. So, okay, back to the office, and Meri seems reluctant. She seems hesitant. It really seems like something she doesn't even want to do.
so,
Okay.
all right.
You're happy about that decision?
Yeah.
Look at her quick and deep sigh here. Almost like a negative emotion being released. For me, it kind of reminds me
Wait, okay, I gotta pause that. Like, that is so true. That is, I can't believe it. She sounded like a dragon breathing. That was actually funny. Okay, so we know that she didn't want to do this. We already know. Okay, so let's go into what she said here. Let's just do this one. Okay, here's why. So we saw Meri do her dragon breath, like, I'm blowing this out. I'm exhaling because I'm super stressed out. Okay, listen to what Meri said. This was in one of the most recent why can't I see? Episodes. Okay. Meri said, I kept thinking if we can wait until our relationship is stronger, then I'll feel better about doing it and I'll feel more confident. I'll feel more secure in our relationship, but that was never going to happen, obviously, because within 6 months, he quit coming around. So what we're watching right here, Meri's big sigh. Let me just tap it back a few. This right here, she knew. Meri had a gut feeling that this is not going to go very well. And we've already heard Meri say when she was talking to her girlfriends, listen, in the back of my head, I mean, deep down, my voice is saying maybe he's doing this intentionally. And maybe once I give him all the power, I'm not going to get it back. And he's just going to go do his own thing, which is exactly what happened. So I find that interesting. Chat, what are you guys saying? Let's see. Hey, Sarita, it's good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see. I want to go back to Tracy's fractured history and more said, this upsets me because I kind of think now of Robyn as Yoko. Oh no, she has to be everywhere. Kody is at all times. Oh my gosh. Why have we not done that comparison before, Tracy? I need to save this. We're going to have to do something. Don't worry. Give me some time. I will come up with something. That's actually a good one. It's not that deep, said Meri. Getting bamboozled out of her own marriage is still unbelievable to me. I can't believe she actually thought this was a good idea. I know, girl. Don't you wish you could just... I wonder, here's the real question. If Meri, because I think we almost all agree that Meri has seller's remorse. I don't even know what you would call that. I feel like even now, if she could turn the hands of time and change things to where she could still be with Kody, I think that she would. I mean, I know that she's accepting of how things are now, but seriously, like if she had a magic genie and was like, hey, if you just change this and he stays with you and you don't divorce him, like how many of you guys think that she would go back in time at this point and just not divorce him? Because I feel like she might use her genie wish to do that. All right, let's keep going.
Her quick and deep sigh here. Almost like a negative emotion being released. For me, it kind of reminds me of something that you would really never want to do. Like for me, it's give a speech. So it's like you have to pump yourself up before you do it. Are you ready to do this?
Okay, let me just pause here. Sarah K has something to say. Let's see. Thank you for the super chat, Sarah K. Let's do. This is always a good one. Wait. Here's a good one.
When Robyn comes in the family, she's not taking anything away from anybody else. I still have as much depth, love, and affection for Meri, Janelle, and Christine as I ever did.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Sarah K, thank you for the super chat. Sarah K said, kosher special ring of shite for every lie. We need a picture of kosher farting. Oh, that's hilarious. That would be a lot. There would just be smoke. It would just look very smoky, basically, Sarah K. And by the way, the special ring, we have already deemed it. We've solved the mystery. It's the onion ring. That is officially, that is definitely what it is. So thank you for that. Okay, let's keep it going.
We like, okay, deep sigh. Okay, we got this. Let's do this. I guess I have to. Let's go. So according to body language experts, your breathing tends to pick up when you're under stress. And this stress can be positive or negative. So someone breathing quickly may be anxious or nervous or worried. And look at the look on her face here. The bird that ate the canary. Kody called her out on her tics, and she's done it before.
Wait, did I just say bird that
Yeah,
ate
you
the
have a look on
canary?
your-
I am so bad. The stupid sayings. Obviously, the cat that ate the canary. Listen, I don't know what your girl was thinking when she did this. That was really stupid. There was another thing that I did on one of my other details where I said sharp as a button. Like, I don't. Someone thought that that was AI, and it's like, no, I wish it was. No, that was me. All right. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh, I'm doing it on the wrong tab.
Face like you know the whole world, but you're not going to say something.
What?
You look like the bird that ate the mouse. Tone in her voice says it all, doesn't it?
No, I really don't know what you're talking about.
I know Mary's tics. I know her. She's leaking emotionally. And I recognize it after all these years. It drives me nuts normally, but now I'm like looking forward to sort of be supportive.
And are you ready for the kicker? I'm telling you guys these little nuggets because it really makes you question everything. On face value, Meri says something that seems pretty low key.
I'm getting chin and neck laser lipo in a little less than
No,
a month
what
with
the heck?
Sonovello. Let's talk about it. I'm sure you're
All
wondering.
right. Here we go.
I did not think that we would ever be qualified for adoption because it's such a questionable choice of how to organize your family.
I really think this is a smoking gun, you guys. Let me ask you a question. When you
Wait, I
think
want to
that
read
something
this.
is
Okay, hold on. Hold on. I want to read this. I did not think that we would ever be qualified for adoption because it's such a questionable choice about how to organize your family. Yeah, I guess that is true. So this wasn't even guaranteed at the time. That's so crazy. Okay. Let's keep going.
is never a possibility, is that when you would have this grand idea to go on your own, by the way, to find out more about an impossibility and have it filmed with a reality TV crew before you know the answer? I mean, even if I'm being honest with myself, the answer could be sure, but it's more likely possible than probable. The more common sense answer here is that someone, and I think we know who, already found out that this was possible, and then he had Meri broach the subject. I'm telling you, really analyzing Meri's words, I really do feel like the truth comes out in very subtle and not so subtle ways. You know what I found interesting? The very first scene. Even before Meri goes into her lawyer, this is when she's getting ready to go meet the lawyer. Right before the drive to her office, Meri gets ready. She's grabbing her keys, about to go out the door, and she tells the camera crew what she's about to do. And listen to what she says very closely.
I have an appointment with a lawyer that I'm heading out to right now. It's kind of a serious issue that's going to affect the family.
It's kind of a serious issue that's going to affect the family. That sounds pretty definitive. So if you really didn't know the outcome, wouldn't you say it may affect the family, it might affect the family? It seems like what Meri's saying is 100% set in stone already, even before this is going to happen. And Meri even shrugs her shoulders like, oh, well, yeah, this is going to happen. It's going to affect the family, but it needs to be done. Do you guys also see the finality in her statement? It's almost as if she already knew the answer and was just going to film with the lawyers for the purposes.
She does have a, I gotta say, hold on. Let me come back. Her looks, they look mischievous to me. It looks like she knows. It's like dupe and delight. Like that's what it reminds me of. It's like she knows. She knows. Meri knows what's going on and she's trying to hold it in. I mean, this is not normal Meri behavior, in my opinion. For all the OGs out there, you know it looks like Meri's trying to cover something up. She is trying to cover for Kody. That's what it looks like. All right, let's keep going.
Continuing a narrative is all by her lonesome. Okay, so Meri got her answers even though it sounds like she kind of already knew that this was possible and she's going to affect the family for sure, even though Meri supposedly, allegedly, never in a million years thought that this was possible. But even before she goes to the lawyer this time with cameras, she was certain. So the answer is that in order to legally adopt Robyn's kids, the best course of action is to marry Robyn legally.
Hello? Hey. Are you busy? Can you come over here for a second?
Now, hold on a second. Before we get to the part where Cody and Robyn come into the picture, when Meri supposedly tells Cody for the first time all the news, which I call bullshit, we will get to that in a second. But first, I think it's really important to lay the groundwork as far as establish just exactly how Cody and Meri's relationship was prior to this whole legal divorce revelation. It's time
this is going to be
take a
good.
look back
Okay.
into the
Yes. Okay. Finally. Okay. I'm super excited about this because this is a really important piece of the puzzle. This is how their relationship was before this. Let me just go back because this is important. Where Meri was kind of talking about the status of their relationship. Let me find it. Let's just go back. She was so terrified about this because she knew that things were bad. She wanted it to get stronger before they divorced because things were already on shaky grounds. So remember this. This is how Meri is feeling on the inside. Remember this. All right. Let's go back. This is, I'm excited. I haven't watched this in forever. So this will be good. All right.
Meri and Kody pre-relationship status.
Want the fastest
No!
working GLP-1?
Stupid
For half the price,
commercial.
Ro now offers.
All right.
So I think it's super important to know just exactly what we know about their relationship right before the idea to legally divorce Meri was brought to the surface. For starters, the idea about the divorce at least being brought up on the show happened 4 years after Robyn and Kody were spiritually married.
Did the physicality go out? It's, I don't know, maybe a decade.
A decade ago?
Yeah.
This tell-all was filmed in September of 2022, which means that Meri talking about not being intimate for 10 plus years would place Meri's intimacy with Kody completely stopping less than 2 years after he married Robyn. So what this means.
Okay, let's just, before we talk about what this means, you know what else this means before we get into that? That Kody bragging, him being his braggadocious self. Hold on, he's so disgusting. Let's just go to it because this is how
Kind of disgusting that he would bring.
He is disgusting, Meri. Here we go. This part.
Moment.
Meri and I, after that divorce, left Robyn and went to dinner together. I gave her a special ring, and we probably
Oh, that was onion rings. So when they went out, remember the special ring is definitely onion rings. Let me go back. It's so stupid.
and we probably went home and made love. I mean, I'm just like going.
Oh my gosh. So that already, Meri has called it so many times that this is BS. And you guys brought up a really good point. I was reading your comments from the last live that we did, and he said here, probably made love. Wait, hold on.
Home and made love. I mean, I'm just like going and went to dinner.
Intimate moment.
Meri and I, after that divorce, left Robyn and went to dinner together. I gave her a special ring, and we probably went home and made love.
We probably made. So he doesn't even know for sure. He's just saying, yeah, that's, makes sense that that's what we would do. And probably, you know why I think he said probably? You know what's the most disgusting part? Is he probably knows himself. We all know each other. We all know ourselves very well. And I bet you he's thinking, well, yeah, I would reward her after that because it's still not like 100% done. She did what I asked. There's still a couple of things that I need her to do until things are finalized. So like 100% finalized. Because I'm pretty sure just because she signed the paperwork, I don't think it was done. But I'm sure he's thinking in his sick mind, yeah, it sounds like something I would reward her with that night and then never touch her again. Like, that's so disgusting, Kody. You're nasty. All right, let's go back because we got to keep going about, discussing the intimacy. But before I do, let me see. Chat, you guys are just getting in there. Let me see. Tracy said he can't even get the words out of his mouth. Barf. Dinner was at Burger King. It could have been. It could have been. Wait a second. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm gonna. Oh yeah, that's true, Renee. That probably is his F and F. Yep. His F and fight, right? Or fight and F. Yep. I wish I had that clip. I don't remember. 49er says he probably doesn't want to confirm what they probably did. Oh, so that is. Wait a second. 49ers, are you saying that that's probably a way that Kody justified to himself that he's actually being gentlemanly and being coy about it? If he's like, yeah, that's what we probably did. That is disgusting. But it sounds right, doesn't it? That probably is what that's so gross. You're probably right, 49ers. All right, let me go back. Let's keep going. Is that it took 2 years after Robyn entered the family that Kody stopped being intimate with Meri. And it would be another 2 years after no intimacy that the legal divorce was brought up on this episode. So basically, if we're analyzing the health of Meri and Kody's relationship, not being intimate for 2 years before asking for the legal divorce is not by any means the definition of a functional, healthy, budding marriage. In fact, it's the opposite. There were serious issues. And to really drill down this point, Meri discussed in her book how things were really, really not at a good point in their relationship right before Robyn came into the family. She wrote, "Since things were rocky between Kody and me, it was a little unusual to consider bringing a new wife into the picture, especially given that I had never, ever thought that Robyn would solve my problems with Kody. I just felt drawn to her in a way that satisfied me. I wanted her as a friend, and I had a clear vision of her in our lives. Janelle and Christine had not yet met her, so this little relationship between Kody, Robyn, and me felt special. Kody and I began to talk about her between ourselves. It didn't seem necessary to bring up the subject of Robyn to the rest of the family until it was more apparent that there might be a potential for courtship. So she became a little connection that Kody and I shared, a sweet, special bond in a time of turmoil between us." So remember this, you guys. Things were really rocky between Meri and Kody, and according to Meri, they were still intimate at this time. Not only that, Meri seems to really like sharing moments with Kody and having things that only he and her know about. That trust between them really seems to be her love language. Special. Now, I think you guys know where I might be going with it. So before we go any further with past IQ, we're going to talk to me, present IQ, and let's just get into a little bit more on that topic because there's a little bit more. Kody, like we saw, he knows that Meri likes the whole special little bond thing. He knows that Kody knows that Meri would pretty much do anything to protect him. And I think that there's both. I think Meri justifies lying for Kody and feels that that's kind of a noble thing to do. She's not trying to be deceitful. She just wants to, I don't know, she puts priority over protecting him for whatever reason. Maybe she feels that that's benevolent. I'm not 100% sure, but we do know that she does it. But also I think she's lying to herself and she's a little bit in denial, which we'll get into a little bit later. But until then, okay, so let's just go into some more quotes from Meri, okay? So this is important. This part is important. So with Kody knowing how to manipulate everything in the situation and knowing that Meri likes these little secrets, and Kody is very conditional based with his love, here was another condition for things to get back on track because we just saw that their relationship was rocky, right? So here's what Meri said. He asked me for some specific things. Some specific things. He had this list of things that he wanted me to do in order for us to work on our marriage. Interesting. See, this is the topic that almost all of us are discussing. What list of things do you think was there? What do you think was on that list? Because I bet you at the top of the list was the legal divorce. Just like Meri said, she had tried to work herself up to do it. She tried to work herself up into doing it for so many years. She already said this took years. Remember, let's just go back. Remember, this is what Meri said.
Legal divorce, it was something that we had talked about together for years.
For years. I bet you, oh my gosh, for Kody to get to that point and convince Meri to do this, he had to have been leaping for joy. Like it was over. He had done the ultimate bamboozlement. Ultimate. Okay, let's keep it going.
But hold that thought, because now we go to the moment where Meri phoned Robyn and Kody to tell them the news.
Hey guys, did you know some
I am
drivers
tired
are
of
ditching
these
their car
stupid
insurance
commercials.
and they're doing this?
Okay, hold on. Let me go back. Darlene said, "Bam, you hit the nail on the head." Did I? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That is what I think. That is what I think is going on, Darlene. Thank you. Thank you so much. Did I
Calls
mute it?
Robyn and Kody
Testing.
over to know about. That trust between them really seems to be her love language. Special. Now, I think you guys know where I might be going with this, but hold that thought, because now we go to the moment where Meri phoned Robyn and Kody to tell them the news. Now, you need to watch when Meri calls Robyn and Kody over to tell them about the legal divorce. And there are two really important things that I want you guys to watch. The first, we know that at this point in their relationship, Kody and Meri's relationship was in trouble. So with that in mind, watch his body language. Kody is completely and fully engaged in what Meri has to say. He's completely leaned in. He's holding on to every word. And here's my question. When has Kody ever,
this is good.
especially
this is good. I remember all the body language here. Pay attention. I know I'm going to point it out, but just watch for yourself. The body language says so much. It's so telling and it's so revealing.
from this point in time, when has he ever been that interested in what Meri has to say? Not like this. For the most part, here's what we've seen for years.
So is all right if I sit here where your book is?
Yes.
I don't want to sit in the middle.
I just wanted to sit in here.
This is something Kody had wanted forever. I think he knew it and was excited. Not only that, but when Christine and Janelle were called over in the same way that Meri had news, they thought that it could be one of two things.
I was thinking either
Kody already knew the answer to number. She couldn't be pregnant because even back then they were not intimate. So would he really be that eager with her going back to school? I think not. And then here comes the second part. Meri's actions when she talks about meeting with the lawyer. Notice how she avoided looking at Kody.
I was talking to him about get married and then try to adopt the kids.
Remember where Cody's sitting in relation to Meri. And Meri's only looking at Robyn, as though she wants to avoid eye contact with Kody, as though she is internally angry about having to make the sacrifice. It seems like she is mustering up all the strength in her body to utter these words out loud. No eye contact with Kody whatsoever. And even look at her pointing.
So that you guys can get married and then try to adopt the kids.
To me, that was so defiant too. Now, there has been speculation as far as if Robyn and Kody were in on it. And I know it's a popular theory that Robyn was involved, but in my opinion, I think this was a secret that Meri and Kody kept together. Kind of like their original little secret between her and him, which is something that
Okay, sorry. So hold on a second. So now I got to think about this because do I still think that it was a scheme between, with this new information that we have, do I still think that it's a scheme between Cody and Meri? I got to think about this. No, I don't think so, right? Because Robyn, let's just listen to what Christine said because this is important. Because Christine dropped a bomb on Sunday. So let's just talk about the new information. Here we go. Because Christine said that Robyn planted this idea into Cody and Robyn's head, or I'm sorry, to Cody and Meri's head. So really, Robyn is the mastermind genius behind this right now, according to Christine. So let's just listen to what Christine said.
When first came into the family, she started talking to us about these other families where the first wife divorced the husband so he could marry the second wife legally and legally adopt the kids. And I remember thinking, yeah, that's a plant.
That is the plant. So I got to think about this. So if Robyn, actually, you know what? That was perfect. Hold on. I want to see Robyn, Cody, Meri. So really, I guess Robyn should be in the middle of the scandal because it was her mastermind genius plan. And her two puppets were Meri and Cody. But I guess Cody, having the hero complex, thinks that the idea came from him. And it's so funny because Meri thinks the idea came from her. Like, Robyn is the mastermind genius in this all, isn't she? So I guess I'm going to have to change my theory on that. That's really interesting. Okay. Gabrielle Johnson said, I always hated how Meri would call the others up and ask them to come over. They've all got 5 to 6 kids. She's just one person. Why couldn't she walk over and talk to them outside or something? Gabrielle, that is shady as hell. You are funny. That's what I got to say. I mean, I can see both sides, I guess. But yes, that is absolutely hilarious. That's my shoe said, yep, this has Robyn's manipulation all over it. She had Cody pegged as stupid. Well, yes, he definitely. And Meri pegged as easily manipulated from the start. Abso-freaking-lutely. Oh, Truth Hurts disagrees. She said, with me. She disagrees with me. Robyn is not a genius. All she does is pretend to cry. Cody and Meri are just that stupid. Gosh, dang, Truth Hurts. Well, I guess the truth hurt. Okay. I think we need to keep going, shall we? Let's keep it going. This is fascinating. Yeah, so we're going to have to change some of my opinions on here, but most of it still holds weight today.
That she loves anyway. So to me, Robyn genuinely looked shocked here, but Cody, I don't know, give the man an Oscar.
And the Oscar goes to.
And the Oscar goes to.
His reaction just was not believable to me.
Oh my gosh, that is so bad. Cody, that's actually really good. Okay, I give myself the shade award for that because that was amazing. Yeah, there's no way. Okay, once again, let's just listen to what Meri said. He's shocked, right? So you saw his shocked face like he, I don't know, just found out he's like related to the president. I don't know. Let me just tap it back. I want to see his shocked face again before we have Meri completely destroy what he's trying to do here. Where is that? He's so stupid.
Oscar goes to.
His reaction just.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's just go to what Meri said. Go ahead, Meri. Go ahead. Blow him out of the water.
It was something that we had talked about together for years.
What a liar. Oh, there's just lies and lies and lies everywhere. This is ridiculous. All right. Oh my God. All right, actor Cody, let's keep going.
Was not believable to me.
It's just something I've been thinking about for a long, long time.
What do you mean it's something that you've been thinking about for a long, long time? You just told us a few minutes ago that you didn't think they would ever be qualified for adoption because it's such a questionable choice and how to organize your family.
I did not think that we would ever be qualified for adoption because it's such a questionable choice of how to organize your family.
You thought it
Okay,
was
so actually,
never
I just thought of something. So that makes even more sense as to Mary's apprehension. Because if she thinks, listen, this isn't even going to happen, but now I'm legally divorcing my husband, and I basically have no rights to property or title or anything again. And we're basically doing it off of a whim that possibly, nothing's going to come out of this. I can even see more doubt that I'd never really thought about before. So kudos to Meri for doing this. This could have been all in vain and all for nothing. That's crazy.
possibility. So what is there for a long, long time? Am I sensing a fib here? To save face? To please Kody? So then Kody asks, do you promise that nothing is going to change for us? Which takes Meri back for a second. I think the most interesting part is what I believe to be coded language that seems oh so obvious directed at Kody.
Right, it is a bit scary, I promise you.
Language there. I feel like she's letting Kody know, yeah, dude, I should know it's scary and it's something that you asked me to do, dingbat. Yeah, it's scary. Anyone else agree with me? Now it's time to talk about
wait.
the
Okay,
plan.
so yeah, basically Meri admitted that. So let's just go into what Christine thinks about this. Because I think that this is really interesting.
That several times through the years. Like she was putting that in there because she would have.
Hold on, let me go back.
She mentioned that several times through the years. Like she was putting that in there because she would have loved that to happen. I don't think Meri felt like it was planted. I think Meri felt like it was her own idea.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's twofold. I feel like Meri I don't know. Do I really think? I got to think about this because Meri does do a lot of things to protect Kody, right? And Meri knows that they've been talking about it for years. She probably heard Robyn mention it, or you know what? I bet you anything, even in the tell-all, if Sukanya's there, if there's another tell-all host there, they better ask these questions because we need to know. But I bet Mary's going to have no recollection of this, that Robyn said anything. I really don't. Even if she does remember it, I don't think that she would throw Robyn under the bus because throwing Robyn under the bus is like throwing Kody under the bus. I don't think that she's going to go there. And I don't think she minds sticking it to Christine. I feel like there's still some tension there. Because it's one thing, Mary's the one that officially walked away from Robyn. Christine flat out told everyone in the world, like, I want nothing to do with you. I feel like there's probably some deep-seated, even if it's just small resentment, not anything major. I think that there's some stuff there based on how we've kind of seen Meri act towards Janelle and Christine. But anyway, that's just my opinion. But does she actually think it's her idea? I don't. I feel like it's a dream that she's selling because she even said in the last episode, like, I wonder if Kody did this deep down, like he was just itching for it to be done so that he could do what he did, which is basically ignore her and marry his favorite wife. It's so weird because it's like Meri has these moments where she admits the truth, but then colors it with all these shades of gray, and it can get confusing. But if you really strip that all away, there's so many times that she's confirmed, yes, it was kind of Kody's idea, but then she swears on confessionals and during that season and afterwards, no, it was my idea. I don't know if it's like lying to herself partially. I don't think so, though. I think it's protecting Kody. Maybe a little bit of both. I don't know. I really got to think about that because every time she contradicts herself so much, that's why it's so confusing. But anyway, all right, let's keep going.
About it before. This still somehow and magically falls into his plan that he needs to win this
Relationship. with Meri offering this up, we're actually able to start that process. Here we go. Now I can actually punch. Now I've got my hands free to fight for him.
Do you know the U.S. solar company's nasty little secret? It turns out if you live in Florida, they have.
All right, there we go.
So now Kody actually has his hands free and now he can punch. Of course, this has nothing to do with Kody's influence. No, not at all. So Kody still wants to stay completely out of it. And it's just a coincidence that this whole thing looks super shady. I mean, Kody did predict that when they notified the other wives, Christine and Janelle, that it would not go well. And there is no way Kody wanted to be involved in any of that mess. He didn't want any of that stink on him because I bet he knew that the pushback would have been far worse if he had been involved.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to take this. I'll be honest, I don't expect them to take it well.
So Meri invites all the wives over to tell them the news. Christine takes it super well. And then there's Janelle, who sits there. She's super reserved. She's quiet. She is soaking in everything.
I'm not going to comment on it. That's all I'm going to say. It's about the taxes. This change, the divorce.
I love that way. Hold on. It's all about the taxes. Look at her. Where is she? Janelle is not playing. You know, she is as pissed. Janelle here. I think there's only been one moment in Sister Wives history that she's been more angry than this moment. And that was the shut it off, the big epic Christmas Kody Janelle fight, like right before they broke up. I would say Janelle being angry, number 2. And I think there's really only been 2 moments on the show. That was the first one. This is the second one. She's not having it. And now we know why. Because in the last episode, so this is past, this was what, like, I don't even know, 10 years ago at this point. But let's talk about present day. So in hindsight, after 10 years plus, Janelle had this to say about this moment. So she still feels this way. And I guess that means back then Janelle just didn't want to go there. Because I guess she was thinking there's no point. But here's what she was really thinking during this time.
Legal marriage really seemed very important to Meri. I was actually sort of speechless when she told us that she was actually doing it, because I thought Meri would never do this. I already had started to see that there was a little bit of favoritism for Robyn from Kody at that point. And I did worry.
She did worry. And that's why. So, but all she could do was focus on the taxes. And I get it, because that was her Hail Mary in a moment that she wasn't expecting to hear this. So I totally get it. But yeah, I mean, Christine and Janelle were basically ambushed. So let's keep listening to poor Janelle. Handling this, by the way, like a champ.
Taxes. This change, the divorce, and will things be the same for me?
Even though she doesn't say it right here, her gut is telling her that something is wrong, that something is not right. She doesn't say it to the group, but later on when she's talking to Kody about it, the extent of her feelings and her concerns were known.
Well, I worry that it changes the dynamic.
The dynamic, I don't think changes at all.
He can't have a favorite. He has to grow beyond normal selfish capacity and be able to love all of these women in their own way and give them adequate time and connection.
Oh my God. I forgot about that dig. Normal selfish capacity. Oh, that is so Janelle MVP. Amazing.
Just didn't seem to add up. Not just with, but also with a lot of us viewers who were watching from home. And this is where things really took a turn for the worse. Meri claims that she wasn't feeling good that day, but she just, look at her body language.
Physically, I'm not feeling super well.
Holy cow, that's, you want a big hug?
She's kind of standoffish. And I think she is secretly resenting that she has to do this. The resentment is starting to build and grow from this moment. But like we talked about before, Maybe Meri thought that this would once again be a little secret for her and Kody to share, to make them grow closer. Maybe he convinced her that she was the most dutiful wife, making all of these sacrifices, which is why he would love her again. Maybe this was her redemption. This was something that she thought she could do to get back in his good graces, to improve their relationship. And I also want to throw this out there. I think most of us find Kody Brown to be an epic master manipulator. And I also just want to point out, maybe there were multiple reasons that Kody may have wanted to push Meri out. I do genuinely believe that he did want to adopt Robyn's kids. I'm not saying he didn't, but I do believe that Meri, as his wife, that, I don't know, if things had already been going bad for 2 years that we know about, there was no intimacy, I'm assuming that Kody considered that maybe Meri could leave at any time. And you guys have to remember that during this point in time, this was the first time that the Browns had owned so much real estate at once. We're talking about they had recently just purchased 4 homes. That was legally 50% Meri's.
Okay. Thank you, Sarah Kate, for the $1.99 super chat. Sarah Kate said Janelle's radar is going off like fireworks. You know, I wonder if Janelle could go back to that point of time. I wonder if she would scream from the rooftops, like, do not get divorced. Or maybe she would want that to happen even sooner. Like, hey, I don't even want to go back in time. That would be interesting though, right? Like, Janelle is sensing something, Sarah. 100% agreed. And she was right. She called it from day one. Probably like the only one that really understood what was going on. And probably knew that Kody was trying to be backhanded and underhanded, you know? So thank you for that. Okay, let's keep it going.
If she did decide to leave at any time, that would be hers. Not only that, just having that legal weight alone held a lot of power, especially in that family and especially with Kody. So look at how upset Meri is. Once again, she can barely look at Kody. And I want you to pay attention to what they are wearing, to their demeanor, to all of it, because it's going to come up a little later. Just wait. So the paperwork is signed, and it's going to take a couple of weeks for everything to be finalized. And when it is, Meri gets the notification by email, and guess who she calls and doesn't.
Hold on a second. Okay, so before we even get into what happened after the ceremony, we have to remember, okay? Oh, my gosh. My people, you guys brought up such good points in the last video, and one really made me chuckle, but it's so true. We saw Meri here carrying on, crying. She's really inconsolable. We saw her before. She was preparing to drive to the lawyer's office. Kody was there, wanted to give her a hug. She was so standoffish. She didn't really want to even be touched by him, right? But we're supposed to believe. I just want to go back to this. So remember, Meri's crying. Kody wanted to give her a hug at her home before they drove there. She was like, don't touch me. Here, she doesn't even want to look at him. But here's what we're supposed to believe. Here's what we're supposed to believe. Let me just go back to it. This is what we're supposed to believe happened after they left this office.
After that divorce, left Robyn and went to dinner together. I gave her a special ring, and we probably went home and made love. I mean, I'm just...
So the woman, so stupid. The woman that wants nothing to do with you, Kody, nothing to do with you. That's what you think happened that night. He has fantasies in his head. He has delusions of grandeur in his head. There's no way that that woman wanted to have any, was not even mentally, probably wasn't even mentally capable, was not in that state of mind. So just stop it. Like, stop it. That would be amazing. Thank you, Sarah K. IQ should be the host of the next tell. That would be amazing. Sarah K, that would be so cool. Thank you for that. Wouldn't that be? I would so call him to task. I promise you. I would. I definitely would. I promise you guys. All right, wait, hold on. I want to see what you guys are saying. Let's see. On Point said the better storyline would have been to refuse the divorce. Cody's toddler temper tantrum would have been epic. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. All right, let's keep going. Paul.
So it's been about since we went in and signed the divorce papers, and they sent me a document saying that my divorce is final. It is a final decree of divorce. I kind of chuckle at the part that says it's dissolved, set aside, and forever held for naught.
Sorry. Okay, so this is interesting. So Meri said that it's been about 4 weeks since she signed the paperwork, right? Well, 4 weeks is about a month, correct? Let me just go. I want to see some of the quotes that I have for Meri, and I want to see if this lines up. I hope it does. Let's see, because Meri has more to say about this. Okay. So he asked me for some specific things. He had this list of things that he wanted me to do in order for us to work on our marriage. And once I completed that list, he was done with me. There's a little bit more. I recognize now that he was like, there's nothing else I can ask. There's no other thing that I can use as an excuse of why I'm not working on this marriage with her, because I had done everything that he asked of me. So that's really interesting. Meri said that after about a month after the divorce, like he wanted nothing to do with her anymore. And that's around this time. Meri just said that what we're watching right now is 4 weeks after the divorce. So keep that in mind as far as like historical context. Okay.
Hello? Hey. Are you busy? Can you come over here for a second? I actually decided to bring Robyn in first and tell her.
Pretty telling, right?
Meri just got her email. Basically, the divorce was final. Okay, I love you. We're still married. Let's move on. Process 1 is done. Process 2.
Wait a second. Wait. How are you going to move on? How are you going to move on, Codester? That doesn't make any sense. The process is done. We move on. Let me go back. Did you see his face? Where is he?
Okay.
There it is. That little grin. Hold on.
Meri just got her email. Basically, the divorce was final. Okay.
There it is. That is what I wanted to focus in on. He is so excited. The cat that ate the canary. There it is. Let me zoom. Let me blow him up a little bit. That is it right there. And it was at this time he did not go to Meri's bed at all. At all after this. There was no need to do anything. Lift a finger for this woman again. And he looked so relieved. It's like he's a prisoner that broke out of jail. You know? Wow, it's so interesting looking at this. Exactly, Anna. Let me highlight what you said. That's exactly what it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Anna. Yes, it is, Renee. Agreed. Agreed. Wait till you see. Oh my gosh. Kathy, good point. Kathy said Cody is trying to make it sound like it wasn't a big deal so he could have his favorite wife. Wait till you see him and Robyn celebrating, even though they're trying to contain it and act solemn. No. We'll see that here in a second. Oh, it's so bad.
I love you. We're still married. Let's move on. Process is done. Process 2.
Just a matter of how to go about that, I guess.
Process 1 was getting a legal divorce for Meri, and the process 2 is getting a legal marriage with Robyn.
And here is where I believe things started to go downhill for Meri, because I really think that she was expecting that this sacrifice would make her relationship to Cody even closer, but it actually had the exact opposite effect almost immediately. And where did it show up? It started when Meri, Cody, and Robyn initially discussed going to the court and doing this as a team.
Cody, I think that we need to have a conversation with Meri. Meri and you and I need to talk about our next step in the big.
Hello, I'm Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, okay, we
believe
love you, Patrick
in
Stewart, but we don't need to hear from you right now. Thank you.
Our big plan.
Well, divorce is finalized. Then we have to go to the marriage license.
I'm not positive I want to know when you guys do that.
Why not, Meri? We've been doing this entire thing as a team.
This is about them. This isn't about Cody and I. This is about
do this whole team thing and not like be caught up in the emotions of it.
I don't hear anything. What am I saying? Come on, IQ, speak. What the heck is this?
Initially, Meri was
Oh, there we
reluctant.
go.
She thought it would be too hard for her and that it was something she didn't want to know about. Then she thought about it after a while and was really on board with the three of them doing it together. She liked that it was a group concept, probably how it was before, something a little like the three of them that they could do together. And in that moment, that choice was taken away from her.
Well, Meri and I were just saying upstairs that she's actually feeling good about the idea of being there.
Just thinking about it, you know, and how we've just kind of gone into this more as a team, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier to think.
Robyn and Meri tried their hardest to convince Cody that he was making the wrong decision.
I want to stop right here really quick. So I think that this is kind of letting it slip. Maybe I'm reading into it, but Meri has already brought up twice about them being a team, working together as a team. You know, it's funny, like they don't really talk about that now. It's always like just Meri's idea. I think that they worked as a team more so, well, almost from the beginning, but I think Robyn seems to be the puppeteer. If what Christine is saying is correct. If what Christine is saying is correct, let's just listen to what she said again. Because I believe Christine. I do. Because that kind of what Christine says lines up with what Meri said. Meri and Christine, even though Meri probably doesn't want to, is kind of corroborating a little bit of what Christine is saying. Because Christine is saying for years, Robyn laid down this foundation about first wives divorcing their husbands to marry the second wives. Well, Meri is kind of confirming that or corroborating that by saying, me and Cody have been speaking about the divorce for years. That's kind of goes in line together as opposed to just Robyn's story. So anyway, let's listen to what Christine said again, and then let's listen to Robyn refute it.
That several times through the years. Like she was putting that in there because she would have loved that to happen. I don't think Meri felt like it was planted. I think Meri.
Yeah, we already know, like we know who planted the idea. But here's Robyn saying, no, this has nothing to do with me.
The idea that I like planted an idea in Meri's head is an absolute lie. I never said it. I don't even know anyone who divorced their first wife so that the second wife could adopt kids. I've never even heard of that before. Meri told me when she made the offer that when we were getting to know each other, she had had the idea in her head to offer to give me the legal marriage so that Cody could adopt my kids. I never even wanted to be legally married to Cody. I was actually really...
Here's the part of Robyn being benevolent and making a sacrifice. This is not even anything she wanted, guys. She just wants to be the best sister wife ever and sacrifice, even though she's never had to make any sacrifices, but whatever.
I never even wanted to be legally married to Cody. I was actually really grateful that I wasn't going to be legally married to Cody because I'd gone through so much trauma with my legal divorce of my last marriage. I was very happy and content with my spiritual marriage. I didn't need anything else.
Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting, Robyn. Actually, you did. I like that. Where was that? Pink butterfly. That is so true. So very true. Pink butterfly said, every time Robyn says, actually, it's a lie. Yes, it is indeed. Okay, let's keep it going.
But Cody was pretty much resolute in his decision.
Last discussion outside, you were thinking more
to have me there as like a witness, you know, like Robyn was there with us.
But I have another thought. We've been married. We've had a marriage.
Right.
We had a celebration about that marriage.
Right.
I'm almost thinking that because it's just a formality, get it done. I'm sorry. No pomp, no circumstance, no nothing.
I want to be there. I want to be involved. I want to be part of the team. I want to feel like that they want me as part of the team. Now that Cody's feeling that I shouldn't be there, it's disappointing to me.
So here's the thing. Kody had been so accommodating to Meri and her feelings before the divorce. You know, when she actually told her to leave and take 50% of everything. Isn't it odd what power, or lack thereof, can do in the eyes of Kody Brown? Isn't it fascinating how now that Meri essentially has zero power, how easy it is to cast aside her wants and do exactly what he wants only?
I'm pretty amazed by your effort to help us structure our family the way we need to.
Oh my gosh. Wait a second. Wait. When was this? Dang it. I wish I put timelines in here. Is this the infamous dinner? Oh my gosh. Is this the infamous dinner with rings and making sweet love after? Is this? No. Meri's wearing that same outfit. Oh my gosh. Wait a second. Is this the dinner? You guys, we are watching history right now. This is the dinner that Kody's talking about. Oh my gosh. Wait a second. It's the same outfit, Renee, isn't it? Wait, so Coacher was telling the Okay, Megan, this is an excellent point. Okay, Megan says, where are the onion rings? Okay, let's just, I want to, hold on. I need to highlight this because I'm coming back to it, Megan. You can tell, okay, and unfortunately, you could tell that this is just the salad. This is like the appetizer. You see the bread and you see the salad, and they look like small plates to me. I don't think that that's their main meal. That's my guess. Let me go back. So what I'm thinking is they had bread, they had the salad, and then their entree came out after the appetizers, and that's where the onion rings came in. This is the dinner. Oh my gosh, Kody, you know what? Kody, I guess maybe you were possibly telling the truth. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. Is this proof? Is this proof right here? Oh my gosh, hold on. This is it. Okay, we gotta go back. Let me just, hold on. Kody, you do remember it correctly.
And I, after that divorce, left Robyn and went to dinner together. I gave her a special ring, and we probably went home and made love. I mean, I'm just...
That's it. We found it. I don't even know where, because I went back to watch this episode because I wanted to see if after the divorce signing, unless they removed an episode and I was able to get it, you guys. Now I'm wondering, because I went back to check and see if after they signed the divorce in the episode, if they went and had dinner, and there was nothing. That it ended with Meri crying and like this like woman, like it was very like kind of ancient music where, I don't know, it's like some wailing with like sad violin strings. I don't even know what to call it. Whatever. So that's basically how it ended. And then the next episode was the tell-all. Was I able to get footage from something that was deleted? Because this is not there anymore. Oh my gosh, we got to listen very intently. I'm so interested in this. So there was, wait, Sarah said, what finger was the ring on? Yeah, I don't know. I don't exactly. Julian, I'm traumatized with you guys. Seriously, made love is absolutely disgusting. A special napkin ring. Okay, this is it then. Well, there is some information to corroborate some of Kody's story, which is disgusting and fascinating all at once. I can't believe that. Okay, let's hear. I gotta go back to the beginning. This is the dinner. This is the dinner. Okay, let's just watch from here.
Do exactly he wants only.
I'm pretty amazed by your effort to help us structure our family the way we need to. I'm really impressed. I'm proud of you. I'm proud to be married to you.
Really?
Mhm.
How shocking.
Ew. Ew. Does that look like desire in Cody's face? Like, is that why? Oh, I can't. I can't. So doesn't that just seem like a Cody thing to do? Like, you know what? Listen, you completed my mission. And you know what, girl? I'm going to reward you tonight. Like, that just seems like, I know, but doesn't that seem like Cody? This is disgusting. I'm, I can't believe it, but I guess Cody may have, oh my God, this may have actually happened. Look at him. He has like kind of desire in his voice. Like, I gotta go back to this. I can't. This is gross. I think he's like, listen, we're not done here. There's more of a surprise after we leave the restaurant. That's what I feel like.
Fascinating how now that Meri
Ew.
essentially has zero power, how easy it is to cast aside her wants and do exactly what he wants only.
I'm pretty amazed by your effort to help us structure our family the way we need to. I'm really impressed. I'm proud of you. I'm proud to be married to you.
Oh, ew. I have not seen him look at Meri like she's a snack like that. I don't even know what. That's disgusting. Maybe. Oh my God. Okay, we got to do a poll. Hold on. We got to do a poll. Ew. Ew. Okay, this poll, and I know you guys can be shady as hell. Listen to me. This is not what you wish it to be. It's what you really think happened, because I know what the answer would be for wishful thinking, but we're not doing wishful thinking. This poll is going to be based in the truth. Hold on. And I think you probably know what I'm going to ask. Hold on. Let me get the poll ready, because now I'm wondering. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I don't even know how to word this. Hold on. I need to get this ready. Oh, does this need to go before I can see it? Maybe that's what it is. Okay, there we go. You know what? I know how I'm going to do the poll. Okay. Do you think Cody told the truth about making love? About, you know what? Ew. I don't even want to put this in here, but I will. Making love after dinner. Oh my God. Now that we've seen this evidence, okay, let's start the poll. Yes or no? Do you think Cody's telling the truth about what they did after dinner? Because we know that after this is the same clothing that they wore to the divorce. Right? Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Is Cody telling the truth? Wait. You guys are so shady. Hold on. Where was that? Did they get their groove on? Yeah. He's proud. I mean, look at the desire in his eyes. Maybe he was telling the truth. That's all I'm saying. Where was that? Someone. Oh gosh, dang it. Favorite. Tracy said, "Where's the barf option?" Oh my gosh. Ew. Okay, wait. Someone said, wait. Kismet said, "Kathy, no, you didn't." What did? Wait, where? Okay, I gotta go up. Kathy, what did you say? Let me see. Oh my gosh, I can't even highlight that. You are crazy, Kathy. Yes, no, you didn't, Kathy. Okay. Mustang Sally, hey girl, good to see you. He said they probably. But look at Cody. I mean, okay, does it not? Listen, Meri basically accomplished the mission impossible, a list of things that he wanted her to do, right? It would make sense to me. I don't know. It would make sense to me. Oh, whoops. That's what I meant to do. It would make sense to me that I just lost my train of thought. Hold on. What was I saying? Oh, I know. I don't know. He it just seems like that's how he would reward people. He's just disgusting like that. Everything is like list of conditions. Okay, anyway, let me go to let me go to the other page. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so 72% of you say no. Kody is not telling the truth about it. Okay, all right, that's fair. I'm going to end the poll here. You guys still think that Kody is a liar? That he's a liar. Okay. Wait a second. All right. Let me see. What else are you guys saying? I don't believe, Tracy said, I don't believe Kody ever, period. Okay, fair. That is fair. But still, I can't believe that we found the dinner scene. That's disgusting. I'm still kind of in shock over that. I mean, part of what Kody said is the truth. They did go out to dinner. That part's true. Anyway. All right. What? Oh my gosh. All right, let's keep going. This is insane. I wasn't expecting to like find that type of footage. That's disgusting. All right, let's keep going.
Really?
How shocking. But yet again, we are talking about Kody. Can we expect anything less? And to me, this next admission from Kody is so extremely, completely fascinating to me.
As Meri and I in our relationship often do, she argues one point, I argue the other point, and our paradigm switches. We change our mind.
Is this a tacit admission that maybe, I don't know, is kind of how the whole legal divorce business even happened in the first place? Because Meri herself said it was something she never thought was fathomable. So was there a time that she wasn't on board, but then somehow Kody convinced her to be on board? I mean, the man did say they always have that pattern.
I did not think that we would ever be qualified for adoption because it's such a questionable choice of how to organize your family.
Kody wanted to make it clear to the rest of the wives and the world that his new marriage date was just that, a date they didn't want to remember, that this would be anything but special. And it was a necessary step in order for the children to be adopted. That was it, just a formality. So then, please, tell me why it felt like anything but that.
Have you ever run a background check on yourself?
I'm so tired of this.
That's so crazy. What else is on?
On December 11th, 2014, Robyn and Kody walked into the downtown Las Vegas government building and were legally married. Now, remember, Kody didn't want this to be special at all. It was just another formality. So tell me why it felt like anything but. Now, I told you we were going to reference the clothing and attire that everyone wore to the divorce signing. Now, just
oh my
reference
gosh, wait a second. Okay, so I wanted to do this anyway. That is the same shirt, right? Yes. Okay, so we can confirm. Look at what Meri's wearing. That's what she was wearing at the restaurant, right? And look at Kody's so gross. His gray button down with the light gray stripe, like the dark gray shirt with the light gray stripes. And let me just make sure. And that big gaudy gold watch. We're at what? 28:34. Let me just go back. I want to make sure. Where is that dinner scene that we weren't expecting? Yeah. Look. Where are you, Codester?
Fascinating how now that
Sorry.
Meri essentially has zero power, how easy it is to cast aside her wants and do exactly
Help us structure our family the way we need to.
There it is. The same gray shirt, the gray, light gray. Okay, so we can confirm that is definitely them having a romantic dinner after, oh my gosh, after the divorce signing. That did happen, you guys. Ew. Ew. I'm not trying not to think about it. Okay. Now we were at 28. I did want to do that. All right, here we go. Here's where we were. Right here.
Remember, Kody didn't want this to be special at all. It was just another formality. So tell me why it felt like anything but. Now, I told you we were going to reference the clothing and attire that everyone wore to the divorce signing. Now, just reference that with the looks from the day of their marriage. Kody with his slick back hair and a ponytail like he straight up was inspired by Beauty and the Beast.
It seems kind of strange to me because I feel like I'm flying over this and I'm not honoring it the way I need to. We're kind of like eloping.
And yeah, Kody, you are basically eloping. And even if you were saying nobody's seeing it, that nobody needs to know, guess what?
Okay, sorry. We love you, past IQ, but future IQ has to take the reins. Tracy, this is such a good point. Tracy said, okay, yes, they went to dinner and it was filmed, but a ring was not filmed and no walking off into the night holding hands. So no to the ring and bang, which is a really good point, Tracy. Like, why would Kody not profess to the world? And with cameras rolling there, why would he not give Meri a ring that night while cameras were rolling? You know, that's a really good question because I feel like his ego would have compelled him to do that. True. But then again, maybe he was so nervous with how Meri was going to react because she already was emotional. And maybe he thought that the wives would play up on that and no, wait a second. This man never gets Meri anything. So why is he giving her a ring now? She must be doing something that he wanted. I bet you there's so many ways to play this. Like, it's like Game of Thrones. And maybe strategically he was like, maybe the safer bet is to not do it on camera. I don't know. But I know one thing, that I can't trust Kody, but I also can't trust Meri when it comes to Kody, if that makes any sense. She protects him. So I can't trust either of them when it comes to the truth with dealing with their relationship. I just, no. Okay, so, but really good point.
What, dude? You are seeing it. The whole world is seeing it. And eventually all of your wives have seen it.
To me, it's like a business meeting or something. They're just going, they're going to do the paperwork. It's not meant to be a celebration. It's not meant to be anything.
Hi. Do you know how to get here?
Hi. I didn't really think you'd stand me up, but I was like, what's taking her so long? Hi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Let's just wait here. Let's stop here. Okay, so I'm so glad. You see how Robyn, she usually doesn't paint her nails like that, which I find interesting. Now, remember what Robyn said. Listen to what she said. Remember, she's being benevolent. This has nothing to do with her. She didn't even want to get married to Kody. Let's hold on. Listen to what she said. I just have the words here so we can really listen to this. Hold on. Here we go.
To give me the legal marriage so that Kody could adopt my kids. I never even wanted to be legally married to Kody. I was actually really grateful that I wasn't going to be legally married to Kody because I'd gone through so much trauma with my legal divorce of my last marriage. I was very happy and content with my spiritual marriage. I didn't need anything else.
No, I don't think so. I mean, look at how you guys are here. You're getting your nails done. You're getting your hair did. Like, stop it. Stop it. And then we're going to see them crying and all of that. There is no way in hell. She absolutely wanted this. Absolutely. But remember, they forced her to marry him. She never wanted to do it. Just get out of here. Just keep going.
Meri was the one that started this whole thing.
All right.
It's for the kids.
We're kind of like eloping.
All right, let's go then.
And if I were Meri and I just saw how giddy you and Robyn were about this moment, and I made this massive sacrifice and you didn't include me, I would be pissed. I would be hurt, and I would feel left out. Look, Robyn even got her nails done. She went shopping. Cody's dressed up. It's so weird. He really seems to like that slick back hair for formal wedding occasions these days. And I don't care what you guys say. I'm telling you, the next little tender moment, I get it. They need to make it about the kids in order not to hurt Meri or any of the other wives. But it's so obvious to me, and probably a lot of you, this is more than just a conversation about the kids.
Congratulations. We can adopt the kids. Awesome, huh?
How do you feel about that?
I feel really good about that. That's really special. That's really sweet. How was it for you?
Awesome.
You're not fooling anyone, you guys. No wonder Cody didn't want Meri there. This ended up being a very special day. And eloping, it was emotional. It was
emotional. But also, do you really need to paint your nails like such a good point? Jungle red nails because you're celebrating adopting your children. I mean, everyone can wear what they want to anything. But I don't know. To me, it just seems like it's a celebration between the two of them. That's all I'm saying. That's my point. No. And once again, here's Robyn rewriting history. She was being benevolent. She never wanted to
offered to give me the legal marriage so that Cody could adopt my kids. I never even wanted to be legally married to Cody. I was actually
No, we're calling BS here. Like, stop.
It was a special day. So as Cody and Robyn literally get to ride off into the sunset, I really think this is where Meri thought, okay, I made this great big old sacrifice, and now I get to experience this new closeness, a new level of deeper relationship with Cody, a deeper level of respect, maybe a different standing in the family. But as we all know, that never happened. And believe it or not, their relationship got even worse. Basically, right after the paperwork was signed.
That you didn't want to be out of the family. You just wanted out of your relationship with me.
I'm not gonna lie. I was angry at you.
This is how to get sick.
If you want to drop this, start eating more of these.
Thank you, Dr. Drew. But we don't want to hear from you.
You know what was really a telling admission? Very early on in the show, she explained how when a wife is angry with Cody, how it really does affect her relationship with the other wives and the rest of the family. And for Meri, she knows herself and she knows her behavior and what she usually does in situations like these.
Because when mine and his relationship is better, mine and their relationship is better. Because seriously, it's true. Seriously, when I'm mad at him or when he and I are having issues, I detach from everybody and everything, including them, and I don't want to really have anything to do with the family.
Talk about not wanting to have anything to do with the family. Talk about being withdrawn and keeping to herself. The family started to notice that Meri was doing exactly that. Meri was changing.
Her pulling back from the family was very difficult for us.
Let's just look at the dates here because it's super important. But as I mentioned before, Robyn and Cody were legally married in December 11th, 2014, basically 20 days or so before the beginning of 2015. So do you guys realize, and here's what's important. I didn't even realize this until I was going through the dates. Do you guys realize that it would only take 3 months? 3 months from the date of their divorce from Meri to feel so broken, so alone and so dejected. That's all it took for her to let the infamous catfish into her life. Because in March 2015, 3 months, you guys, in came the catfish. So in the fallout from the catfish, you guys can tell the way that Meri speaks, the way that Kody speaks, that a lot was going on with them at the time.
That I
Oh, I
was
forgot
not
about
happy
that.
here in the family and that I wasn't being treated right. Like he was questioning me on why are you even there? You're not treated right. You know, you don't have sole focus on you. I mean, you're just kind of one in a group of, I mean,
We
there's
hear that a
nothing-
lot, the one of the many.
What is not clear is the exact time frame of this. Probably because Meri did feel tricked by the whole thing. Probably had regrets, feelings of remorse, resentment, and probably mourning the loss of her legal marriage. Things got even worse for Meri. And even Kody was pretty distant.
Cared.
And it turned out to be extremely exploitative and abusive. And from that experience, Meri and I sort of saw our marriage just dissolve. The struggle I think that I have with it is that I got shut out because of them.
So what he's referring to is about 5 years ago, he was more distant than I wanted him to be. At night, I just wanted him to put his arm around me. And I couldn't sleep because I felt the coldness coming from him. At the same time, I couldn't sleep because of this outside situation. I said to him, can you just not stay here for a while? Can we just take a break for a minute? He took it as go away and don't ever come back because that's what he's done.
Kody thought.
No, unfortunately, Meri needs to stop blaming herself for that because that had nothing to do with her. Kody had been planning that years in advance. Or years prior, I'm sorry, years in advance. Years and years prior. This has nothing to do with you telling him at that moment, please leave my bed. Nothing, Meri. Do not put that on yourself. His mastermind plan started when, I guess, Robyn was the mastermind genius behind it all, but years and years before this. So she needs to stop blaming herself. She really does.
That Meri still wanted to be in the family, but wanted nothing to do with him. So why would he think that? Why would he think that Meri was angry with him? Well, even though we never got a direct answer, I think this answer is the closest thing that we're going to get. It happened when Kody was talking to his child about the catfish fallout and how the blame should not solely be placed on Meri.
I'm sorry that this happened. I'm not in any way doubting that I was somewhat a catalyst in making this happen with Mom.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I was.
So Kody admitting that he was the catalyst for this catfishing situation is so interesting.
And that her and I were doing so poorly. She got lonely. She started to just make friends. Meri is culpable on a level, but because of what's happened, we're all somewhat culpable. I'm culpable. Mom and I got so bad about the past that we finally got so angry. We were just we're just machine gunning each other with what you did to me, what you did to me, what you did to me. We're in a relationship and we felt to ever protect it. We felt to protect our relationship. We felt to make it special. And finally, it was like, oh my goodness, this is every conversation we have. And you just get to a point where that's so bad, you're just going to say goodbye to each other forever.
Is it possible that the what you did to me could also include being tricked into the divorce? I mean, I'm just saying.
Yes.
I was just interpreting this way. That you didn't want to be out of the family. You just wanted out of your relationship with me.
There were times that I was angry at you, Kody. I'm not gonna lie. I was angry at you.
There is so much more to the scandal, and I'm sure you guys have even more questions about the catfishing situation.
Okay,
If
so
you
that's
wanna know
pretty much
who,
okay,
what,
so
where,
hold
when,
on,
why.
Hold on. Okay, so what do you think? I just want to go to Kody, or not Kody. Meri crying. Where is she? Where are you at, Mary? There we go.
I was angry at you.
There we go. So Mary's crying again. She's like, I was angry with you. Do you think that there was anything that she was angry about before having to legally divorce him? I mean, I'm sure things weren't going 100% well, right? Because she said that she was already insecure in her relationship. But like, what other anger is there? Maybe we'll find out one day. I don't know. Can we please, TLC, dig into this in the tell-all this year? Number one, you guys better have a tell-all for this season. But also, this is what we want to know. This is what we want to know. I thought that we would be uncovering the truth today about this, but I didn't think it would get this. I didn't think that we would find the footage of... I mean, we found a whole bunch of lies that I wasn't expecting today. This was so fascinating. So there is still so very much that we need to go over. If you guys haven't, there's a whole bunch of new deep dives on my main channel. Check that out. I will put that in the link in the description. But also, do you know that tomorrow's New Year's Eve, you guys? So I want you to have a fantastic last day for 2024. I can't guarantee. Maybe we'll go live tomorrow. I'm not sure. Tomorrow morning. It would be tomorrow morning because, yeah, not in the evening. But I hope that you guys have a fantastic last day of 2024. Happy New Year's Eve, basically in like a few hours. And thank you guys for joining me today. This was a lot of fun. There's still a lot that we have to discuss from last episode. We haven't even gotten to that because I really wanted to go over this because this was such a bombshell. But yeah, this is so very interesting. So if I don't see you tomorrow morning, then I will see you next year. Can you believe we're saying this? Thank you for rolling with me for 2024. You guys have been so amazing. Another year with my favorite people and more to come for next year. So I think I would like to dedicate, let's see, my favorite right now, because we're dedicating this to you. We are going to do Deadbeat and Beer and Skittles. What do you guys think? I think that that's what we're going to do today. So let's go. You guys have a good night. I will see you very soon.
Cannot figure out why I'm so angry in plural marriage than men do. And I've seen men leave plural marriage feeling like, 5, 6 wives, never feeling like they had been loved. Plural marriage isn't all beer and Skittles.
Beer and Skittles. Skittles, 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 Skittles. Beer and Skittles. Skittles, 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 Skittles. Beer and Skittles. Skittles, 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 Skittles. Beer and Skittles. Skittles, 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 Skittles.
Not for men.
Not for men. Not for men. Not for men. Not for men. Not for men. Not for men.
I mean, there's a different burden that I don't want to sit here and mansplain to you. It's just obvious that it's difficult. You're going to share your husband? Why would you do that? Cody favors Robyn. I don't even like her. He never signed a paper. We never agreed. We never went to our church leaders and said, hey, we're divorced.
Cody and I are divorced.
Would they even allow us a divorce? I'm leaving, so we're divorced. Wait a second, you can't do this to me. That's not even a cool statement. She's running to this person, to this person, to this person, to this person. I just call bull. Screw it. I am really upset by this. Wait a second, you can't do this to me. That's not even a cool statement.
For men.
Cody favors Robyn. Cody favors Robyn. Cody favors Robyn. Beer and Skittles. Skittles, 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 Skittles. Beer and Skittles. Skittles, 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 Skittles. Beer and Skittles. Skittles, 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 Skittles. Beer and Skittles. Skittles, 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 Skittles.
Not for men.
Not for men. Not for men. Not for men. Not for men. Not for men. Not for men.
Cody favors Robyn. I don't even like her. I am really upset by this. Plural marriage isn't all beer and Skittles. Tell the whole world. Tell the world. And then go hang out with your buddy Christine.
Each describe Cody in 3 words.
Just 3.
Yes.
Deadbeat.
Okay.
Dad. Sorry, that's 2, but deadbeat dad and deadbeat, he is selfish. Deadbeat.
You haven't seen one of them for a year.
Deadbeat.
This is about a deadbeat dad.
You're hurting this family,
Deadbeat.
no one else. You're not loyal, just like your mother. And I was like, okay.
Why are you angry with your children? You haven't seen 2 of them for 5 months.
Deadbeat.
I'm going to move forward and find happiness and joy outside of my club.
Each describe Cody in 3 words.
Just 3.
Yes.
Deadbeat.
Okay.
Dad. Sorry, that's 2, but deadbeat dad and deadbeat.
The rest of the kids don't really have much of any kind of connection with
Deadbeat.
him.
You haven't seen one of them for a year.
Deadbeat.
This is about a deadbeat dad.
Deadbeat.
Why are you angry with your children?
You a deadbeat.
Deadbeat, he is selfish. Deadbeat, he seems to be sort of like, I don't know, like the reality is bewildering to him, kind of. Deadbeat.
Who divorced, and then the father just goes
Deadbeat.
MIA.
A deadbeat dad speaks from prison and explains the question so many people are asking: what went wrong?